M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Indianapolis Colts and the Baltimore Ravens.
Oh, man.
The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
So a nice run there, and I have to think a strong running game in the playoffs, maybe even more critical than the regular season. And if you go by the numbers, the man they have running it here, he was the best in the NFL.
And since he led the league in rushing yards, I think it means he's going to see the ball a lot in this game, too, because that's what they're built like. That's what they're built around. So I think the offensive line, the tight end, the wide receivers, everyone is coming together, wanting him to get the ball and get it often, and they want to carve some holes out there for him.
Second down, another run with Taylor. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, if people want to run the football, this is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there, pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion. On first down, Strong. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Kyle Pitts, 64 yards. And the Colts will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 7-0. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Hey, middle.
On 3rd down, Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. To throw is Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 41-yard line. And the slot man goes in motion left. They run off tackle right with Kamara. And a loose football. And the Colts pick it up. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
On second down, it's Taylor.
He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
To throw on 3rd down. Strong. And that is incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
And this will be taken at the 13. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Ravens will take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
They go play action now. Jackson.
Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Here's Kamara out of the pistol. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Alvin Kamara,
14 yards.
and the Ravens are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Off the play fake. Strong. He's going to air one out. He's got a man complete. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Well, they talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Throwing is Jackson. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Kamara trying the right side. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
4th down. Here's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
And the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
Well, 2 snaps ago, I don't think anyone thought a safety was on the table, yet it happened. They caught him on back-to-back plays breaking through the line. No amount of evading was going to save him from a sack on either play, and on the last one, he ran too deep into the end zone to set up the safety.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Grover Stewart in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Jackson from the shotgun.
That is caught. Rashad Bateman.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Jackson on first down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted.
Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
First and 10, Taylor now.
Pushes him over. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off play action. Strong looking deep downfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Kyle Pitts.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Colts would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Hopkins with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Colts will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
On 1st and 10, Strong. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to get a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Colts will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. Throwing to start the drive. Strong. And this is into the hands of Campbell downfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Strong. And he's got Pierce. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Alec Pierce, 35 yards. And the Colts continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and that will bump the lead up to 26.
Rigoberto Sanchez, the kickoff for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Take it in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 44 yards. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews.
And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Kamara going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line.
Kamara trying again. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Now Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Devin Duvernay
from 10 yards out.
And the Ravens are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Tucker with the extra point. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They won more. Here comes an onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
Now they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
8 yards to go on second down. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 137 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves, you're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about running them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of him. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26.
42, Ravens 16. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off 14.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they are most likely staring at a cold end of their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late point. He wants this.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 42 yards. Here's Jackson to throw. Touchdown! Alvin Kamara. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Oh, he's going to go for it all. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown.
Kyle Pitts,
43 yards, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
49. Ravens 23. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off 14.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. With such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
Taylor is into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round, but I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
They go play action with Jackson. He's going to let it fly. He's got it at the 15. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 51 yards. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Don't worry.
Now it's Jackson. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Here's Kamara on the read option.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on third.
Off the option, here's Taylor.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. That's fielded at the 8-yard line.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back.
And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened.
He's got a man complete.
Well, the Colts will play again next weekend. Thanks for watching.